Hello, my name is Joshua Michael Stewart. I am the author of the poetry collection Love Something, forthcoming September 2022 from Main Street Rag Publishing Company. Love Something is a collection of homages, odes, tributes, eulogies, love letters, and poems of praise. I'll be reading a few poems from the collection, and I do hope you enjoy. The first poem is entitled Yellow. I'm wearing my yellow robe, drinking coffee out of a yellow mug that has a rooster on it. When I take coffee into my mouth, I hold off from swallowing and let my tongue believe it's taking a luxurious bath. Traffic swooshes down the street. People are busy being busy. For hours, I've been planning a trip to the end of the driveway to pick up the newspaper. Ravens bicker with each other out in the yard. The cats circle my chair, beg to be let out to murder. Each day we inch our way towards death. One day, without knowing it, we buy the clothes we'll be buried in. We smile for a camera that snaps the shot that'll be used for our obituary. I'll probably die in this robe, but until then, I'm going to eat some waffles that come in a box that's also yellow. Often, when children draw the sun, they'll either use a yellow or orange crayon. The older, more advanced children will use both. In kindergarten, there was this kid who drew his suns in big blood-red circles. The teacher once asked him why he chose red for his suns, and he said, "This is how I see it. This is how it is in my world." The next poem is entitled, For My Brother on What Would Have Been His 50th Birthday. His greatest joy was to pin my arms to the floor with his knees and fart in my face. The day he pushed me and I slammed my head on a nail jutting out of the wall, he full-blown blubbered all the way to the hospital. It was my greatest revenge. For years we didn't speak. He spent much of that time sleeping in abandoned houses, with a habit of pulling a revolver on his friends and squeezing the trigger just to hear it click and hear his own laughter. He smirked when I arrived to see how gaunt he become. The slightest flash of tooth, knowing I knew he was dying. Always ready to fight the world, when he needed a cane, he chose one that sheathed a blade in its handle. And when there was nothing left to say, and I told him I had to go, he wrapped his arms around my neck, and I could feel his ribs through his flannel as he heaved and wept, the way he did in the back seat of our father's Pontiac when he held a blood-warm towel to my face. This is entitled Elegy for Who I Once Was. Summer, we were walking a country road before dawn, and you were dead. I don't remember your dying, but there you were, dragging your feet, your eyes like the bottom of glass ashtrays. Your breath, I said it smelled of death, and you just groaned. I felt like an idiot. I never wanted this. I never wanted it to rain. Do you have any idea what a soggy corpse is like so early in the morning? I tried to pick up the pace, but all you could do was slosh down the road. Eventually, we came to a barn and hobbled inside to get dry. Soon the sun was up, the rain had stopped, and the insects were getting jiggy in the fields. You slumped into an empty stall. Sunlight beamed through the slits in the boards, and the dust of your body mingled with the dust of the barn, the outside world, and possibly me. Despite the decay, you looked lovely disappearing like that. And I confessed if I wasn't such a fool, I'd love you right down to the bone. Vultures usually do. It was the first thing you said all morning. This will be the last poem I will read. This is one of the praise poems, which is a series in the book. And this is entitled November Praise. The smell of ferns and understory after rain, the tick-tick of stove, flame under kettle, Bing Crosby and not just the Christmas records, cooking meat slowly off the bone, and every kind of soup and stew. To come this close to nostalgia but go no further, leaving behind the boy who wore loneliness like boots too big for his feet. That time of evening when everything turns blue in moonlight, when darkness has yet to consume all for itself. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.